Well, welcome back. Valentine's Day just a few days away, but there's no better way to surprise your sweetie other than bringing him or her breakfast in bed. And blogger and do-it-yourself diva Malia Karlinsky is joining us now to share some effortless ideas for cooking some really great breakfast things, quick too.
That's right, Kelly. It's all about what's easy and what's in your fridge already, right? So maybe you want to cook something up for your honey, or maybe you want to do a family thing for Valentine's Day. But either way, these are your two secret weapons.
Okay.
Cookie cutters.
Of course, and heart-shaped they have to be.
A large and a small, which many people have, right?
Okay.
So the first thing I want to talk about is these heart-shaped biscuits. Couldn't be easier. We've all seen the tubes of biscuits in the refrigerated section in our grocery store. So you just roll them out like normal, use the cookie cutter, cut it. I would even maybe spray cooking spray on there to make it a nice smooth cut. And then you cook them, I think it's like 15 minutes on 350.
And that's it.
And that's all you have to do.
Wow.
And it looks like you went to all this trouble, but really you didn't go
Really, it's a secret, just between us and everybody else.
And same for the butter. I just use a smaller cookie cutter to actually cut out the little pats of butter, and it makes kind of a festive touch.
Nice. It's so simple. You wouldn't even think about it. All right,
so
and I'm a sucker for cheese. And I just see this sitting right here. It's almost lunchtime. I'm getting hungry.
Yes. So again, so easy. This is a heart pan I actually found in the baking section of Michael's.
Okay.
I think they're probably available in all kinds of baking and cooking shops. But at any rate, I just put a thin piece of deli turkey on the bottom, or you could use ham. I mixed up some egg whites, 6 egg whites with a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper, and poured it on there. And then add a little cheese and some chives if you like, and pop it in the oven on 400 for about 10 minutes. Make sure it's fully cooked, obviously with eggs, and that's all there is to it.
And you're talking egg whites, so that's healthy as well. And then you also have the option of fruit.
Yes, well, again, so easy, and you can actually get the kids involved in this, which is fun. Not the skewer part, but the actual cutting the fruit out.
Sharp objects.
So just give the kids some of these small cookie cutters. They can cut the hearts out of cantaloupe or honeydew, or probably even watermelon, and then mom or dad can put them on the skewers, and it makes a pretty presentation, and it couldn't be easier.
Nice. And then lastly, before we go here, we have some candles, of course.
Right, so this is just simple glass votives. I used Mod Podge, which is kind of a sealer and a glue all in one. I cut out some little hearts out of tissue paper, which we all have lying around usually, and then I just put a little dab of Mod Podge on the back and kind of push them on there, and it looks kind of cute, I think, and it couldn't have been simpler.
Definitely, and some of us maybe not the most crafty people ever, but these are things that you can do not only for Valentine's Day, but different holidays, different shapes of fruit and such.
Yeah, it's super easy. And my final thing here, again, so easy, is just took an old pot, I painted it with red chalkboard paint, which you can find all different colors of chalkboard paint now, and then I drew a heart on there. So it just, I'm more of a plant girl than a flower girl. Don't tell my husband.
No, but, secret safe.
But so I like that because it's kind of a lasting reminder of the holiday.
All right, there you go. And you're very festive too. Love the red, love the red fingernails as well.
Thank you.
All this stuff, we have all this information up on our website. You can find more and instructions on how to do it all yourself. KOMOnews.com. Just head to Hot Links. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Kelly.
Sure thing.
Do you want a more organized home but don't want to spend a fortune or too much time at it? Well, our do-it-yourself diva, Malia Karlinsky, is back with some great ideas for us. Thank you so much for being here, Malia.
Great to be here, Mary.
Great timing, because I know a lot of people have gotten an early start to, the spring cleaning thing, getting organized vibe, and you brought some great ideas. So shall we start over here?
Let's start over here. So we all want to get more organized, but we don't want to spend a lot of time and money on it, right? So I don't know about you, but I'm a big dog lover. I know a lot of people in the Northwest are.
I have a dog.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing I don't love about the dog is the dog messes. So in trying to find those bags when you need them, when you're heading out for a walk at the last minute. So this is an idea. A lot of us have these white containers.
Yes.
They're actually very useful. So instead of recycling it, you can actually use plastic grocery bags, roll them up and put them inside. And then anytime you need a doggy bag, it's right there.
And it's all neatly contained in one of these tubes.
It's all neatly contained in a tube. And if you don't have a dog, if you have kids, or maybe a dog, it's also great in the car. For garbage
and they
bags.
make little nice little diaper bags too.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea.
At home.
Yeah, that's another good idea. So,
okay,
so another idea for kids is these Swiffer containers, these wet mopping containers.
These ones.
These are a godsend for me. At least I use them all the time on my floor. But when you've used all the cloths, what's great is that you can fit a lot of stuff inside. So you can actually make a little kids creativity kit with like coloring books and beads and pens and stuff, and you can fit so much in there.
They're they're actually pretty sturdy.
They're
big
very
size
sturdy
boxes.
Yeah, they're great. And then I'm always driving one kid around, the other kid's bored. So this will hopefully take care of that I'm bored thing.
All self-contained, right?
All
in the old
self-contained, and it has a lid, which you need a lid when you're dealing with kids, right? So another thing people complain about a lot, which is true but interesting, is the dish soap, right? The plastic dish soap kind of looks yucky. It's not very pretty.
Yeah, it gets gunk all over it.
It gets gunk. So one idea is to save that soy sauce bottle. Because it has that little, it has that little thing in there that prevents it from the soy sauce from coming out too fast.
Right.
The same thing, it works for soap, for dish soap.
I did not know that. I have all of these things at home, by the way, so.
Oh, good. Well, don't use it on your food.
I'm not even going to finish using it. I'm going to take out what's inside and convert it to all these little cool tricks.
It just looks a lot prettier. And same thing for an old milk jug becomes a watering can.
Oh, okay.
So I'm always putting my plants in the sink and watering them, making a big mess. So
put little holes in the.
I just drilled holes in the top and the lid, and that's all there is to it.
Okay.
So that was all stuff we repurposed, but these are things we might already have in our house that we can use for different.
I like this part because I can understand how jewelry can get easily cluttered at home.
It can make a big mess.
Great ideas.
So I don't know about you, but I end up with a huge smear of my stuff all over the counter. But this is actually a paper towel holder, great for stacking bracelets. This is actually a banana holder.
That's of course it is. Because but when you put pearls on it, I couldn't tell what it was.
It looks prettier with pearls.
It's a necklace holder.
But a lot of times you don't always use this, right? Or you throw it in a cupboard or something. So it's a great way to keep your necklaces from getting tangled.
Got it. And then for the smaller pieces that you might have.
The smaller pieces, an egg holder is great for earrings.
I'm going to lift this up so people can see.
Okay.
And they each have their own space in the little divots.
They each have their own little area to be in, and it's all neat and tidy, and it could fit in a drawer.
Good idea. Okay. And is that just a muffin
This is just
tin?
a muffin tin. When your muffin tins are past their prime, you can give them a little coat of spray paint, and you can put bracelets and necklaces in there, and again, things don't get tangled.
See how organized that is? So you really don't have to spend all that much money
You really
at
don't.
all.
You might have all this stuff at home right now.
Malia, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank
we love
you, Mary.
it when you do.
Thank you.
For more information on these great ideas, go to KOMO-News.com and click on KOMO-TV.